8 minutes into the biggest game of his life, Cristiano Ronaldo went down holding his knee, and he could not get back up. Cameras caught him crying on the stretcher. Most people watching assumed his story was over for the night. What happened in the next 90 minutes changed how we should think about control, and almost nobody talks about it. July 2016, the European Championship final. Portugal versus France on French soil, in front of 80,000 people who wanted Ronaldo to lose. 8 minutes in, a French player's knee collided with his. He tried to play through it. Couldn't. He went down again. Then a third time. The medical staff came out. He was in tears on a stretcher, being carried off the pitch he had spent his whole career trying to reach. Think about what that moment actually removes from a person. Ronaldo's entire identity, his entire value to that team, was built on what his body could do. The runs, the finishing, the physical dominance. And in 8 minutes, all of it was gone. If his psychology only worked because of physical performance, this is exactly where it should have collapsed. It didn't. Here's the part that gets skipped in most highlight reels. Ronaldo didn't disappear into the locker room to sulk, and nobody would have blamed him if he had. Instead, cameras caught him back on the sideline before the match had even finished the first half, wearing a jacket, talking, gesturing, coaching his teammates from a few feet away like he was still on the pitch. At one point, he grabbed a young midfielder by the shoulders and screamed instructions directly into his face, not out of anger, out of belief that this was still his job, just from a different position. That single decision is the entire psychology lesson. Most people's sense of purpose is tied to one specific role. Scorer, star, the guy the cameras follow. Take that role away and the motivation usually goes with it. Ronaldo's motivation didn't move an inch. It just changed shape. Portugal went to extra time. Then in the 109th minute, a substitute named Eder scored the winning goal. And Ronaldo was the first person off the bench, sprinting on an injured knee to celebrate like he had scored it himself. This connects to something psychologists call an internal locus of control. The belief that your influence comes from you, not from your circumstances. Most athletes' sense of control lives entirely in their legs. Ronaldo's, at least in that moment, lived somewhere else. When the physical tool was taken away, he found a different tool and kept working. I'll be honest. When I first watched that sideline footage years ago, I thought it looked almost desperate. Like a man refusing to accept he was benched. Watching it again for this video, it reads completely differently. It looks like someone who had already decided, long before that night, that his value was never only in his legs. Here's what I keep coming back to. Most of us are going to lose the thing we think defines us at some point. A job title, a physical ability, a role people expect us to play. And the instinct in that moment is to treat it like the story is over. Ronaldo's night says otherwise. The final wasn't won by him scoring the winning goal. It was won in part by him refusing to let an injury decide what his contribution was worth. That's not really a football lesson. It's a control lesson. You don't get to choose what gets taken from you. You do get to choose what you do with what's left. If you found this useful, subscribe for more mindset breakdowns like this one. And let me know in the comments which athlete's defining moment you want covered next.